Hey guys, what is up? Zero here, and welcome back to Welcome to Literature Club Player. Yuri route, or Yuri demo. Yuri route, Yuri demo, whatever. In the last episode, the fucking, MC showed up to the house, and, things were a little awkward. Then we started, and then, because the mom showed up and all that stuff. The Natsuki was still staying with us right now. I think she was saying that we should be more, telling Yuri that she should be more honest and direct. They were just kind of, having a little girls' time. They were talking about stuff. Natsuki was saying that she should be more honest and direct, and Yuri was kind of trying to figure out what that means, or at least trying to be like that more. Then they started kind of having some suspicions about MC. MC later said that he couldn't tell them anything until, the time is right. So, yeah. So now everyone's just kind of having suspicions of him because he is terrible at keeping secrets. Also, I saw somebody else mention this in the comments, and I thought that was funny. They were like, Yuri's also bad at keeping secrets. She just told Natsuki about Monika's outburst and everything. And I was like, yeah, Yuri's also kind of a mean friend. Being like, Monika just blew up at me. I'm like, that's a little mean, Yuri. Why'd you have to say about Monika's embarrassing moment? Like, no prompt, too. So rude. But also, so now we're on day 3. Also, the developer has sadly told us that day 3 and 4 also do not have a music glitch. So there's going to be no music at all for these next few parts. Honestly, I think the no music at all, I could slightly deal with, than just the one track playing repeatedly. So, I think I can handle no music at all. Only problem is it makes the happier scenes feel a little awkward. So, hold up. I'm gonna try to see if I can fix this. I'll get a DDLC song ready. Here we go. We'll get Okay Everyone. This is Sayori's Okay Everyone. Here we go. Who's this? This is Natsuki's. Okay, not really a song I would want to use. I don't have Daijobu on here? Alright, we'll just get Ohio Sayori ready, okay? There we go. We'll just have that ready for when things need music, Things get too weird.
I walk out of my house with Natsuki after father gave us our lunch. Good morning, Yuri. Good morning, Natsuki. Natsuki and I waved as we saw Monika approaching us at our usual meeting spot.
Okay, now should probably be the music. There we go. I added music.
She was holding a bag that looked like she had decorated herself. Hello, Monika. Have you brought something special? I sure have. Monika held the bag out to Natsuki. Here, it's for your grandmother. Natsuki lifted a jar out of the well-adorned bag. She turned it in her hands, examining the contents.
Did you make pickles?
These are Fukinjunsuke, aren't they? Monika beamed. I knew you'd guess it, Yuri. Do you think she'll like them, Natsuki?
I'm sure she will. After that bland hospital food, she's going to need something a little spicy. Thanks, Monika.
Natsuki gives Monika a quick embrace. I smile widely, happy to see our club president being a source of support for my closest friend.
I was actually hoping to make some milk bread to take to her. If it's okay for me to use your kitchen, Yuri.
Before I can answer, we all notice Sayori standing outside a house that isn't hers. She looks impatient.
That must be Sakamoto's house that Sayori's waiting in front of, isn't it?
I couldn't say. I haven't been there. Although he's been to mine, I think to myself. Sayori sees us approaching and starts waving wildly.
Hey everyone! Hi! Hey, come over here!
We're coming right towards you. Jeez, where did you think we were headed?
Can you believe Zero still hasn't come out yet? He's going to make us late. What's he doing in there?
Sayori looks back at the house, and then at us.
I'm not sure. I haven't talked to him yet.
Well, get in there and drag him out into the street if you have to.
You think I should just go inside? What if he's getting dressed or showering?
Sayori's eyes widen at the thought. Natsuki looks her over with a devilish grin.
Shouldn't that be all the more motivation for you to go in there?
Natsuki, I would never. It's okay, Sayori. We'll wait out here. You go in and check on him.
Sayori still looks hesitant for a moment, then her expression changes.
Well, I can't refuse a presidential order. Alright, I'm going in!
She disappears through the door. I know they've been close for a long time, but do you really think this is appropriate?
I'm sure it'll be fine. Childhood friends get a special pass to bust in on each other every now and then.
That is true. I don't think that's an actual thing. It's an actual thing depending on the rules of the childhood friend laws. You make the rules in the beginning.
Trust me on this one.
Sayori appears the doorway a few minutes later, waving us in.
Come on in! He's just getting our lunch ready. Our lunch?
Sayori just smiles, leaving the door opened. We step inside to see that Sakamoto-san is indeed preparing some meals.
We're here!
Sakamoto-san greets us with a smile, but for some reason, I quickly look away. I'm not sure what's making me so nervous around him. I was able to ask him direct questions just last night.
Hey girls, please have a seat.
Thank you, Sakamoto-san. And there it is. I'm speaking in awkward, halted phrases again. Is this what I'll always go back to? I try not to watch as Sakamoto-san and Monica have a brief conversation, but I can't help myself. I glance over a few times, hoping to hear them say something to give me a clue on what's going on. They only seem to be talking about food. After a moment, Monica sits back down. As nervous as I am, I decide to say something to him about last night. I hesitantly approach him, but Sakamoto-san speaks first.
Hi, Yuri. Hey, listen. I'm sorry again for just showing up unexpected like that. I hope your family wasn't too upset.
No, they weren't. That explanation you gave seemed to satisfy Mother.
Really? Thank goodness. I was worried I might have gotten you in trouble. I'm glad to hear everyone was okay with it.
Yes. I just hope we can finish what we were talking about soon. He nods, a serious look on his face. I walk back over to the others and mostly stay quiet as they talk. When Sakamoto-san finishes preparing the meals, he hands a bento box to Sayori, and we start back towards school again.
Okay, he's really not doing a good job of making it seem like he's supposed to be here. He's cooking food for her? No way in hell. No way in hell that they're not gonna be given for. I mean, maybe he is abusing way too much that Monica knows, because he is not even trying to hide it anymore. Man, the original MC wouldn't make food. He doesn't know how to make food.
As we walk, I notice Sakamoto-san giving Sayori concerned glances. She doesn't pick up on it. It's making me very uneasy. I'm even more anxious to know what's really going on.
Hey everyone, I've been thinking. Why don't we all get together and eat our lunches on the roof?
It turns out Monica wants to spend more time together, and she knows I have permission from my mother to use the roof at lunch. I'm not sure the teachers would want a whole group of students up there, but I decided to go along with the idea. Hopefully it's only just this one time.
Okay, we need a new song. Quick, new song. I don't know what the fuck would play here. I only have like 8 songs in this playlist. Sure.
I greet Ray as I walk to my seat, and she turns to face me.
So, the rumors that your club president has some kind of history with your newest member. Were they secretly a couple or something? Because I can't figure out how no one would have heard about that.
It takes all my willpower not to wince at Ray's question. I'd really not get into this, but I can't blame her for being curious. I don't know the whole story yet, but I don't think they were dating. I'm sorry, I don't have more details just now. A boy sitting to my right overhears us and decides to comment.
There's no way that guy was banging Monica. The only girl he ever talks to is that hyper chick with the orange hair. Yuma, why don't you stop eavesdropping and worry about something relevant? Maybe try studying for the next physics exam so you don't end up with another 46%?
A couple of other students nearby react with soft laughter. I'm glad Ray is friendly with me. I would not want to get on her bad side.
Damn, broke it at 46%. That's crazy. Oh, okay. Monica's here. Now, replay the song.
I run into Monica in the hallway. I don't usually see her at this time of day. Hello, Monica. I didn't think you came to this part of the building during this class.
I don't. I just had to make a special trip to hand something in. By the way, I'm going to be late to the club today. Can you let the others know, please?
Of course. I hope everything is okay.
I'm meeting with the student council president after school, but it shouldn't take long. I told Sayori already.
I'll let the others know when I see them.
Thanks, Yuri. See you at lunch.
You left me alone to head to class.
Wait, why would she tell the... Wait a minute. Wait, I just realized... Wait, why would she tell... Couldn't she just tell them at lunch? I just noticed that, because lunch happens before the club. Why would she have to even tell Yuri that? She could just tell them all at lunch. Also, I was like, they're meeting up together at lunch. Why would she even feel that, like, it doesn't even make any sense. Why would you do this, Monica? What's wrong with you? Also, change the music. I'll change it when they get on the roof.
After morning classes have finished, I make my way towards the stairs for a club get-together. As I approach the doorway, I see another student coming towards me, someone I'd rather not see. It's that boy, Kay, one who's always giving me filthy looks. I've never spoken to him, but I've seen him watching and whispering when I pass. Luckily, he doesn't have any of his friends with him to make comments about me. I'll just avoid eye contact and hurry past him. He steps in my pathway, blocking me. I try to go around, but he moves in front of me each time I change position. Can you please?
Oh my god! Out of all the things, out of all of the sprites I could have expected, was not expecting this one. He has shocked me. He has shocked me. Fine, boom. Oh my lord, it's him. It's Kay. He speaks. He has spoken. Why is he here? Great, now Zero has to play Friday Night Funkin' music. It has to fit with his theme. You know, they did a really good job of making us hate Kay, guys. They made him boyfriend from Friday Night Funkin'. Immersion ruined. Yeah. I mean, I could see, like, alright. I can see why it was used. This is a free-to-use sprite, and obviously they needed another male sprite. I just don't think that boyfriend was the one to be used. I feel like if he were to be used, I feel like he should be used for, like, a side character that really doesn't matter. If he's being used for, like, a guy who has an actual name and, like, a bully, it's kind of hard to take him seriously when I'm like, this is just boyfriend from Friday Night Funkin'. Why would he do this? Like, you know, like, it's a little silly, because I'm just sitting here like, I know what you are. I didn't know he was boyfriend? Yeah, no, yeah, he is based off of a character from another indie game. Maybe if he didn't have the hat, it'd be more acceptable. Yeah, it's really just the hat, actually. Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, actually, if the hat went away, then he just looked like a kid with light blue hair. Like, yeah, it really is just the hat, the more I look at it, yeah. Because then he would just look like a kid with light blue hair. But I guess there's also the posture. I mean, a kid with his hands in his pocket isn't too odd. That's all I was like if you really get rid of the hat, it maybe could have worked. Also, what the hell? He's calling her sugar tits. Gross. What's your hurry, sugar tits? Don't you have a couple minutes to spend with me?
What did you call me?
Don't play innocent. Everyone knows what kind of girl you are.
Let me pass. Instead, he comes closer.
Oh, what's the matter? I'm not good enough for you. You only go for the more experienced type. Well, let me assure you, sweetie, I can do things those crusty teachers never could.
I've never... I start to turn to go back, but he gets in my way again, moving closer until I'm up against the wall. Please, leave me.
Stop acting like you don't want it. Just think about how much fun you're going to have. Here's what you usually have to deal with. I miss it when he didn't speak. Missed it when he would boop. Is this Natsuki? Oh, it's Natsuki. This has to be Natsuki. Back off her shit stain. It's whoa. Oh, it's him. My thoughts when it said Sayori at first, I was like, whoa. I thought it was Sayori. I was like, oh, Sayori. I was like, what? And then it said along with, so I said, oh, okay, it's MC. I was like, oh my god. Sayori has had enough. And Sayori's done. I was like, oh my god. I was like, oh my lord. I didn't know we switched to exit music, Sayori. Alright, so it was MC. Alright, so it wasn't even Natsuki. Back off or shit stain.
I turn to see Sayori heading towards us along with... Sakamoto-san?
Hey, Zero, you're just in time. We can take turns. I said step away from her. She doesn't want to be anywhere near a sleaze bag like you. This little gutter slut? You know, she gets her good gutter slut. This guy's creative. This guy's just saying words. You know, she gets her good grades, don't you?
Sakamoto-san headed straight for Kei without answering. Kei takes a swing at him, and although Sakamoto-san dodged like he was anticipating it, the punch still knocked him over. Sakamoto-san!
Damn, he fucking sucks.
Leave him alone! Sakamoto-san gets up slowly. Kei smiles, his fist still balled. Then, just as Sakamoto-san is on his feet, Kei rushes forward, tackling him down again. They wrestle each other across the floor. Sayori screams uncontrollably. I only cover my ears and watch in horror.
Stop! Stop it! Get off of him!
I can't believe you're making such a big deal about a worthless piece of snatch like her.
After a moment of struggling, Sakamoto-san is on top, holding Kei down with one hand. He raised the other hand in a fist, ready to strike.
No, please! Please don't! Oh no, who's this? Oh, it's Monica.
Both of you! Stop!
Everyone looks over to see Monica standing next to Miss Kurisu.
Stand up! Now explain what this is about!
Both boys brush themselves off. Kei points to Sakamoto-san.
This guy was assaulting the purple-haired girl. I just wanted to stop him, and he went nuts on me.
Sayori and Sakamoto-san are about to protest when Monica speaks up.
He's lying, Miss Kurisu.
I ain't making this up. This pervert only joined that club to...
Yuri, Sayori, tell us what really happened.
Thankfully, Sayori explains everything, holding my head down, trying to stop myself from hearing those things that boy said again.
I've heard enough. All of you, follow me to the principal's office, now. Before that, Kurusu-sensei, may I?
The teacher nods. Monica steps forward and slaps Kei across the face, full force. It felt really good to see. I wish I could have done it myself.
What kind of school is this? would not have been allowed. Oh, what kind of school is this? That would not have been allowed. What the hell? A lot of problems with that one. First of all, I feel like Monica wouldn't have slapped. I feel like that was more of a Natsuki moment, I feel, than anything. I feel like Monica would be able to hold herself to not just slap somebody like that with no, when everything's already calm, I think. Like, If you want Monica to slap somebody, you gotta have it like in the heat of the moment or something. You can't have her do it when everything's already calm. Like, you know, there's no point in doing that. That would definitely be more of a Natsuki type thing to do, you know? And second of all, I don't know what teacher would allow that. Oh, that was a whoa. Oh, I don't know what kind of teacher would allow that one. That's a little too lenient. Like, goddamn. Thank you for the 1,000 bits, Ridge Bob. Oh, now someone gets into trouble. Oh, someone's in trouble now. I was gonna say thank you for the resub, Chief Stern. If you're still here, I'm sorry. You like subbed very early, and I never actually got to say thank you. So if you're still here, thank you.
Now we can see the principal.
Yeah, see, I feel like that was uncalled for. Very out of character. All the DDLC music doesn't really fit this scene, so we'll just have no music. I feel like this is fine with no music anyway.
I can't believe he did that. He fought that boy. For me. I feel so guilty. I'm afraid to look over at him right now, but he's sitting there, 2 seats away with Sayori whispering something to him. Kurosu-sensei's talking to the principal. They're going to want me to tell them what happened. I don't want to retell those moments. I don't want to relive what happened in that hallway ever again.
Tanaka-san, I'd like to hear your side of the story.
I knew I wouldn't have any choice. I don't even know where to start. He was trying to help me. It wasn't his fault.
Who was helping you? I was trying to help her get away from this whack job before he assaulted her. I didn't ask to hear you speak.
Kei slid back in his seat, looking off to the side.
Please continue, Tanaka-san.
It was him. I point to Kei. He wouldn't leave me alone. He kept getting closer. He said filthy things to me. He said, don't act like you don't want it.
I'm sorry to have asked you to repeat that back. But what about Sakamoto-san?
He was trying to get that boy to stop. He told him to leave me alone.
So how did the fight start?
Again, I point to Kei. Him. He hit Sakamoto-san and then knocked him down again. Miss Kurosu sighed.
I believe I've heard enough. Kurosu-sensei, escort Tanaka-san to the teacher's office. Your mother wants to speak with you, Yuri.
Come along, Tanaka-san. Right. I bowed to the principal and left her office with Miss Kurosu. I knew Mother would be anxious to hear what happened. I'm surprised she wasn't in the principal's office as soon as I got there.
Here you are, Yuri. I'm sorry about what happened today. No one should have to put up with that.
Thank you, Kurosu-sensei. I give a quick nod on my head before turning to head into the office.
Mom has one chance to redeem herself. Chat, we all know how this is gonna go. We all know. She's going to somehow blame the MC and be like, he only started hitting on you because that boy, that ruffian, started the fight. Oh, by my stars. The victim blaming. What? No, I don't think she's gonna do that. She wouldn't blame Yuri. No, I was saying she was gonna find a way to make MC seem like the bad guy too. She's not gonna blame Yuri for this. The mom isn't that bad.
Mother stands as soon as she sees me. Yuri, what on earth is going on? I heard you were involved in some kind of fight. It was 2 boys, Sakamoto-san and Kei. But Sakamoto-san... I knew it. I knew I was right about that boy. He's even more trouble than I thought. No, Mother...
I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm making sure he's no longer a part of that literature club, starting today.
No, Mother, you can't.
Oh, believe me, it's already done. What were they fighting about, anyway? Drugs? Gang rivalry?
Well, no. There's a pause while Mother waits for me to go on. Eventually, she loses her patience.
Well, what was it then?
Me.
You? Why would they fight over...
Suddenly, Mother's eyes get very wide.
Yuri! Don't tell me you weren't!
Mother, it wasn't my fault. I didn't do anything, and neither did Sakamoto-san. The blue-haired boy was trying to assault me. He kept coming closer. He wouldn't leave me alone. He only stopped because Sakamoto-san made him.
Sakamoto-san stopped him?
Yes, he confronted Kei and made him get away from me. That's why Fujimoto-san hit him.
So, Fujimoto-san hit first, and then Sakamoto-san hit him back?
No, Sakamoto-san never hit him, although he was about to, since Fujimoto-san wouldn't stop fighting. There is another pause.
I see. I guess I should thank Sakamoto-san.
Yes, you should. And you should talk to the principal and make sure he doesn't get punished. He didn't do anything wrong. Mother furrows her brow.
Well, I won't be telling the principal what to do. Whatever decision she makes will be final.
But I do think it might be a...
Oh, okay. I think this is an accident. I think the mom's supposed to say this.
But I do think it might be appropriate to show appreciation for what he did.
Mother puts her arms on my shoulders.
Yuri, do you want to leave early today? We can collect your homework and go home if you're too upset.
No, thank you, Mother. But what I really want is just to have a normal rest of the day, including spending time with my friends at the club. Mother seems to think this over for several minutes, then sighs.
All right, if that's how you want to deal with it, I'll respect your wishes. But I am going to find out what punishment Fujimoto-san will be receiving.
Hopefully he's already been...
Hopefully he's already been removed from the campus and won't be back.
Mother gives me a strange look and pats me on the shoulder and walks off quickly.
Unless Yuri said that in her head. I don't know.
I'm not sure, but I think that might have been her way of trying to comfort me.
See, I told you the mom was going to try to blame MC. I told you. All right, do I have a regular... Bro, something I think is really funny is, so, like, everybody showed up during that. Bro, Natsuki is, like, sitting up there by herself, like, where is everyone? Natsuki's just like, bro, where is everyone? I thought we were coming up here to eat lunch. They just ditched me. 200 bits coming to Tanaka. That's it. I'm going to divorce her ass. No! See? I told you could trust her.
I was glad when the school day finally ended. I had more than my fill of whispers behind my back. Clearly, word got around about the incident. I didn't mind seeing that I was the first one to enter the club room. I opened my book and began reading. I preferred to keep things as normal as possible after today's disturbance. Soon, Sayori and Sakamoto-san arrived. They both came straight over to check on me.
Hey, Yuri. Are you okay?
Yes, thank you for, I stumble over my words awkwardly. I'd rather not bring up the incident, but I need to thank Sakamoto-san.
No problem.
So, are you going to be punished?
Yes, but Kei's in a lot more trouble because of what he did. He's being expelled, so you won't have to worry about running into him again.
Oh, thank goodness. I can't hide my expression of relief.
Well, even if he was still here, you wouldn't have to worry about him. I would have made sure he would never have bothered you again.
I give Sakamoto-san a thankful smile. I'm pretty sure I get his meaning.
Well, since I see an empty bento box on her desk, I'll assume he had something to snack on already. So I'm going to see if Sayori wants any of the meal I packed. I'll talk to you later.
Sakamoto-san offers Sayori the food. They sit together eating and talking while I read. However, their voices get increasingly loud as Sakamoto-san begins joking around. He seems to be working hard to keep Sayori entertained. I'm glad to see her in such good spirits, but I think I know why he's making such an effort. I think back to the worried look he's given her from time to time. Eventually, I'm completely unable to focus on my reading, as Sakamoto-san's joking turns into a one-man comedy show.
So I asked her, did you pretend it was only wet from the rain?
What did she say?
She said, it isn't raining.
Sakamoto-san and Sayori spin their heads towards me, and suddenly realize I just laughed out loud. I quickly make an excuse. I wasn't listening in on you or anything. It was just something in my book.
Bro's telling, like, stand-up jokes. Like, what? So then I said, reactor, I hardly know her. I went to drink water after saying that. I just had to let it sink in. 0, the exit is to your left. That's not very nice. You guys are mean. Fuck you guys.
I'm sure my lie doesn't sound the least bit convincing, but Sayori takes her poem out and begins looking it over. I'm going to have to say something to Sakamoto-san about what he's doing. If he thinks he can take responsibility for Sayori's happiness, it's going to turn into a problem. I don't get a chance to talk with him privately with Sayori so close by, and eventually Natsuki's here too. She mentions that she was on cleaning duty, and comes to check on me.
Are you okay there, Yuri?
I make a weak excuse and retreat to the closet. I guess I'm more upset about what happened than I thought. I'm really glad I don't have to see Kay again. But what if I were to pass by him somewhere else? Walk home, or in the city? I think about how I felt in those moments. Trapped, frightened, helpless. No, I'm not going to let that happen again. It's like Father said, I can choose to act differently next time. I'm not just going to hide from my problems. I decided to get out of the closet and walk back over to the group. I can hear Natsuki talking about the festival.
Guess Natsuki just didn't care that we just got up and walked away from her. She's like, oh, okay, there it goes.
Didn't Monica say she wanted to talk about the festival with us today? Now she's already decided without us?
Natsuki, you must understand that the other clubs have already submitted their plans for the activities. A moment later, Monica enters the classroom.
I'm super sorry. Yagami-san wanted to talk about the details of our part in the festival. I'll explain everything at the end of the meeting. Really, Monica? Couldn't you, I don't know, tell her to wait another day? You didn't give us a chance to voice our opinions.
Natsuki, Monica had to make a decision. We should support her by following her plan to make the festival a success. Monica is the president for a reason. If she submitted an idea, I'm sure she thought it through and decided it was for the best.
Well, I might have liked to have a chance to make a suggestion. Come on, Natsuki. I'm sure what Monica's planned is going to be fun. Thanks, Sayori. Alright, everyone. First order of business is just relax before we start sharing our poems.
Everyone disperses across the room. Monica and Sayori are talking quietly while Sakamoto-san and Natsuki go to the back to read their manga. Everyone is quiet enough that I'm able to get some of my own reading done this time. Eventually, it is time to share. The other members praise my writing, and I find something positive to say to each of them as well. After Natsuki and I look at each other's work, I ask her about this afternoon. Would it be okay if I came with you to the hospital today?
Yes, I would like that. I have a feeling there's going to be some good news.
Then, it is time to show my poem to Sakamoto-san.
Hi, Yuri. Mind if I look at your poem first?
I hand it over, and he reads through it carefully.
Well, you definitely had a different perspective on the beach than Natsuki. Did you know she was going to write about it also?
Yes, we agreed to write on the same topic. She really surprised me with what she did with it.
I feel like your poem gives me a look into your perspective on a lot of things. You don't always do that. I mean, your work is always very personal, but this poem just seems more revealing than the others.
Again, I'm taken aback at how accurate his assessments are. It's like he knows what I'm trying to say after one brief read-through. Well, could I see yours now? He hands me his poem, and I read through it attentively. Wait, is this... Did he write about... He couldn't know that. No one knows that.
Are you okay, Yuri?
I'm able to hide the terror in my eyes. The poem is clearly a metaphor for self-harm, among other things. Is this about someone you know?
I had a family member struggle with some issues. Some very difficult things. My poem doesn't say it directly, but it's about what they went through.
Oh.
You look really upset. I'm sorry if my writing caused that.
It was just really intense. I'm not a good enough actress to cover it up when I feel this uneasy. Could you excuse me for a moment?
Yuri, really, I'm sorry. I didn't mean...
I'll be back in a moment. I leave the room quickly, not even worrying what the others think. I just have to go.
Oh no.
In the hallway, I try to recall my breathing. My thoughts are racing. I should probably turn off this music now. This isn't the first time Rikdo has seemed to know something that nobody should know.
What? Who's Rikdo? That's not me.
He said it was about a family member. It was like he could have been talking about me. I'm so confused and unsettled. I don't know if I can even go back to the club. I take out my phone and do a quick search to look for ways to calm my thoughts. I should have done this a long time ago. I'm not leaving this restroom until I get some results.
Restroom? We're in the restroom? This isn't the restroom, this is the hallway.
I find an article that explains how to relax with something called a body scan. I quickly read through the script, and once I think I understand, I begin to try it out. I literally focus on each part of my body, pay attention to what I feel. I look for any pain, tension, or other discomfort. It seems to be working. After noticing what I feel in my head and shoulders, it seems like I'm starting to loosen up. I go through the rest of my body, trying not to move too quickly, and soon I'm completely calmed down. It really worked. The article says this technique is a form of mindfulness. It seems there's an entire movement based around these practices. Why didn't anyone tell me this before? I head back to the club room, feeling better than I have in a long time. I'm still confused about what happened with Sakamoto-san's poem, but at least now I have a tool for dealing with unexpected complications.
Alright, music time.
As I re-enter the room, Monica quickly approaches me. She speaks in a quiet, concerned tone. Are you okay, Yuri? I'm fine now. I was upset for a moment, but it was nothing. Really.
You do look pretty calm, actually. Well, if you're sure you're alright, I'm going to close out the meeting now.
That's fine. Thank you. Monica heads to the front of the classroom to address everyone.
Okay, everyone. This will be the ending for our club meeting for today. Like I said when I came in, Yagami-san was asking about what our club will be doing for the festival. The good news is that Sayori, Sakamoto-san, and I came up with the best way we can represent our club. Really? That's right. And Sakamoto-san was the one who suggested we provide food to entice new members, including your cupcakes.
Natsuki thinks this over for a moment.
That makes sense. My baking's the best way to attract people.
And I can ask Father to provide some of his cooking so there are some other choices to go with the cupcakes.
Good idea, Yuri. Now, as far as what we'll be doing for the festival, we're going to hold a poetry performance to give people an idea of what kinds of things we do in the literature club. Each one of us will present a poem at this reading, which is why we're going to practice them in front of each other tomorrow.
And this is what you told Yagami-san?
That's right. So we're committed to doing it.
Then we're going to need the right atmosphere. I can provide the theming with decorations and lighting.
And I'll be printing up pamphlets, but we can work on the rest of the details on Friday. For now, meeting adjourned.
As Natsuki and I are packing up, I noticed Sakamoto-san approaching Sayori. Couldn't hear what he asked her, but she got pretty excited.
Come on, Yuri, let's get going.
I guess I was staring too long.
The hospital time. I don't know if I should put some music here. I don't know, the hospital music. She said the thing. She did say the thing. Water break. Please be good. All right, chat. Time to guess. Good news or bad news? Time for us to make a friendly guess. We getting good news about Graham, or we getting bad news about Graham? Everyone's saying bad. Oh my god.
At the hospital, we get our visitor's badges and make our way to the room.
Well, there you are. And hello to you too, Yuri.
Hi, Grandma.
Hello, Emiko.
Well, you came just in time to hear the good news for yourselves. They said I can come home tomorrow. Yeah! Grandma lives!
Really? You just found out?
That is good news.
So you're going to be okay?
Of course. It takes more than a little internal mishap to slow me down. Of course, I'll have to take some medications for a while.
That's no problem. I'll help you keep everything organized. I'm sure you will, dear. You're going to run a tight household of your own one day. Oh, and you don't have to worry about leaving school to come get me. I've already arranged help getting home. That's good. Did they say anything about your diet? Are there any changes you need me to work into our meals? Yes, but there'll be time later to go over all of that. No need to bore your friend with the details.
Oh, I'm not.
It's fine, dear. We don't mind switching topics for your benefit. After all, I appreciate all you've done for my granddaughter.
Thank you, Emiko. We talk for another 20 minutes or so before saying goodbye. Then we start to make our way towards the bus stop to take us back to my house.
Hey, wait a minute. Look over there.
Natsuki points down the street, but all I see are crowds of people. What is it?
Isn't that Sayori with Zero?
I finally see where she's pointing, and our two friends are, in fact, having some sort of snack together. Natsuki doesn't waste any time, nearly sprinting over to them.
Well, look at the two lovebirds.
Natsuki, stop!
Oh, hey. What are you two doing out this way?
We just came from visiting my grandmother. She's coming home tomorrow.
We're heading back to my house now.
Right, so we've got to catch a bus, but we'll see you both at the club tomorrow. Enjoy your private time together.
I want to tell Sakamoto-san not to let Natsuki's teasing get to him. Before I say anything, I decide it isn't really necessary. There I go again, analyzing what I want to say rather than just having a natural conversation. As I turn to follow Natsuki, I reflect on what I meant to tell him, how Natsuki's taunt is actually a sign of her approval. If she didn't trust him, she wouldn't be making jokes about him spending time with Sayori. She'd be running him off of her.
I do wonder what the point of that scene was, though. It's like all he said was one thing. He wasn't even on screen. Because I was gonna say, why did they even have? I was gonna say, like, why did they even I was gonna say, why didn't they put him on screen? And then I was like, well, never mind. He only said one thing. There's no point even putting him on screen anyway. I feel like you could have added a little. I feel like some more words could have been there just to make that scene feel like it actually had a reason to be there. It just kind of felt random to even like meet up with them. All right, it's Yuri's house. Let's play Yuri house music. Let's play her version of Okay Everyone. There we go.
Upon entering my house, Natsuki and I are surprised to see Sayori's teacher speaking with my mother.
Sayori's teacher? I specifically Sayori's teacher.
Kurusu-sensei. Hello, Yuri. Hello, Natsuki. Nice to see you both again.
Yeah, you too, Sensei. Girls, Ms. Kurusu and I are actually discussing some sensitive student information. Why don't you work on your homework upstairs until dinner? Oh, that's okay. We did it at...
Of course, Mother. We'll get started right away. I quickly pulled Natsuki upstairs into my room before she can say anything to upset Mother.
Hey, what was that for? We finished our work at the club.
Didn't you hear what Mother said? They're talking about another student. They don't want us hearing.
So what's the big deal? I'm not going to gossip.
Because they can't discuss details if we're around. It's like how a doctor can't give information about a patient except with the family. Professionally, they can't share protected information.
Well, I still want to know who they're talking about.
I'm wondering if it has to do with what happened to me today. We'll have to wait a few minutes. Maybe we try to get closer to the top of the stairs. After a little bit of time has passed, we quietly open my door and slip down the hallway silently. From here, we clearly make out what both adults are saying.
You want me to talk to Sayori's mother for you?
It's like I've told you. I can't get through to her anymore. She doesn't even want to talk to me. I think she probably still has some respect for you, and it's urgent she knows what's going on with her daughter. Natsuki whispered in my ear.
They're talking about Sayori?
I hold a finger to my mouth to let Natsuki know not to say anything.
I just don't understand how she grew so far from us.
The three of us were so close back in Sakura. Natsuki and I widened our eyes at each other. Mother was friends with Kurusu and Sayori's mother in high school.
It all goes back to Hibiki. She won't believe me that he and I weren't together when he left her.
Natsuki makes a valiant effort to cover my mouth when she sees my reaction coming, but she is too late.
Yuri, is that you up there?
I'm heading up to Natsuki to signal her to stay where she is. There's no point in both of us facing the consequences. I step down into view. What's wrong with Sayori?
I'm sorry, Yuri, but we can't share that with you. You shouldn't have been. What were you doing listening in? I told you we were discussing confidential student information.
Instantly, a lie flickers through my mind. I could say that I just happened to be heading down the stairs to help with dinner. I want so badly to pretend I haven't intentionally done anything wrong. She'd still be upset, but I could at least feign innocence. I decided against it. What I did was wrong, and I knew that when I chose to listen in. I'm not a dishonest person, and I'm not going to be untrue to myself just to avoid some discomfort. I thought you might be talking about me. When I heard you mention Sayori's name, I kept listening because I wanted to know what was happening to my friend.
That's not your business. I should be able to have a professional discussion in my own home without you eavesdropping.
Was Natsuki listening too? I freeze, my mouth half open and quivering. It's one thing to tell the truth when I'm the one getting punished, but if I answer this question, my friend will have to face the consequences. Thankfully, Kurusu-sensei breaks the silence.
I should probably get going, Rumi. I'm sorry, I should have waited until we were at work to ask you about this.
No, I apologize for ruining your conversation, Kurusu-sensei. I should have respected your privacy.
Yes, you should have. Go set the table for dinner. I'll speak with you after Kurusu-sensei heads out.
I slowly walk towards the kitchen and begin getting out the dishes. Father greets me from where he was cooking. I give a weak reply, but he's busy enough that he didn't notice my mood. For a moment, I'm mostly upset about what I did. Gradually, I start to think what might be wrong with Sayori. Then I suddenly remember the look Sakamoto-san had been giving her this week. He must know something. Mother steps into the kitchen, so extremely upset. I cut her off before she can say anything first. Mother, I need to know what's happening with Sayori. I know something is wrong. Sakamoto-san's worried about her too.
That's Sayori's personal business. If she wanted you to know what she was dealing with, she would have told you. I can't control what she shares with you, her childhood friend, or anyone else. But I should be able to control what you overhear when I'm speaking with a colleague.
Father hears the anxious tones in our voices and finally turns away from his cooking.
What happened with Sayori? Is she okay?
Oh, didn't she tell you? Your daughter was listening in while I was speaking with Kasumi. She overheard our concerns about another student.
Yuri, you didn't. Your mother could face disciplinary. There we go. Your mother could face discipline. Oh my god, I just had it. Disciplinary action if her administrator found out.
I'm sorry. I really thought they might be talking about what happened to me. Father sighs at the mention of the incident.
Yes, she called me after she spoke with you. Sorry you had to go through that. But it doesn't excuse what you did. You should have considered the possibility of what would happen if you listened in on a conversation that wasn't about you.
Yes, Father. I apologize, Mother.
Yes, well, I hope you won't do anything like this again. Although, you said the Sakamoto-san told you he was worried about Sayori, but he didn't tell you why.
No, he never said anything to me. I've just seen him looking at her with a worried expression. What? What is it?
No, it's just that he must really care about her. He apparently knows something, but respects her enough not to disclose anything to her other friends.
The way Mother is talking about Rikto sounds like she feels he has done something admirable.
God, okay, I am starting to think that Rikdo was the name of the MC, like, during development. Because that's the second time he's been called that. So I'm starting to think that was probably an accident in the script writing. Or they accidentally called him something that wasn't MC. I was like, oh, that's the second time that happened.
He's done something admirable. And it makes me think about when he told me he wanted to help. Was he talking about Sayori's issue? Or did he mean other members of the club as well? That poem of his today. It was like he knew. But how could he? The next several hours go by uneventfully. Somehow, Mother manages to get through dinner without going on about my eavesdropping any further. Doesn't accuse Natsuki either.
Good. I'm glad. How goes the mod? Is it? Thank you for the raid, Tormuse. Is Welcome to Literature Club Yuri's demo. Going pretty well so far. Again, so this is kind of weird. So now, are they implying that... Is the implication here that, like, the adults know that Sayori has depression, but the other people don't? That feels a little odd. How the hell would they know? Like, I don't know. Is it like that's a little weird. Because it's one of those things where it's like, is that the implication? They don't? Okay, so then it's about something else, I guess. All right. I don't actually, because I was about to say, if it was about her depression, that would be very odd that the adults know, but nobody, the students don't. It's like, how the fuck? And I was like, all right, so it's something else.
After we get back upstairs, Natsuki asks about her mother's reaction. Yes, she was pretty upset. I was surprised during dinner that she didn't think to bring up whether you were listening in as well.
I guess she had other things in her mind. But we do need to find out what's going on with Sayori.
Maybe it's time to talk to Monica about what she knows?
I'm talking to her. I'm talking to Zero. I'm talking to everyone I see.
Okay, but don't confront Sayori face to face. I really don't think she would like it if she knew we were worried about her.
Yeah, that's true. But Yuri, there's something else I need to tell you. I'm not going to the graduation ceremony.
What? What made you decide that? And randomly?
Well, since Zero, Sayori, and Monica won't be going, I thought it would be a way to support them. And my grandma's the only one who would want to be there to watch it. Wait, what? Why are they not going? What's going on? Huh? What? Who? Graduation? Why are they all not going to their own graduation? What happened? What have I missed? I am confused. I am too. Also, those they were the 100 bits rage, Bob. If you go back to Sayori's story, her mom was abusive. Oh, I have been avoiding going back to the previous demos that we've played because I feel like it's kind of irrelevant to go back and use information there because it's being rewritten. So that's why I haven't really been doing that. It's for MC's punishment. Oh, okay. I feel like that should have been said. I feel like that should have been said at the club or something. Because, yeah, we didn't even know what he got punished with. All he said was, yeah, but he got it worse. I feel like he probably should have told Yuri that he wasn't able to go. Because, yeah, that was not really mentioned at all. But I understand it's important to you and your family. So if you still want to go, you should.
Just at that moment, I get a text. It's from Monica.
Who's that from?
I read through the brief message twice before answering. It's from Monica. It says we need to talk tomorrow as soon as we can. Face to face.
Well, that takes care of that. Guess we'll finally get some answers.
I hope so.
Oh, getting some answers. But sadly, gonna have to stop it here. We're gonna have to stop it here because it is pretty late right now, and yeah. I did want to at least get through this day though. But okay, so it's because of the punishment, so they're not able to go to the graduation. I mean, what? I mean, yeah, the festival, kind of an early punishment, though, I guess, from the principal. I mean, we don't really know when this takes place. We just know this takes place around the school festival, so we don't even know if this takes place later in the school year. I would assume it doesn't take place that late in the school year, considering they just got a new member to their club. Most school clubs wouldn't be accepting new members that late in the year, so I mean... But I guess it was probably the way for the principal to punish him with something not too bad. It's like kind of a bad punishment, though, at the very least. You know, it's still pretty shitty, but it's something that only happens, I guess, later. But I mean, it is weird that it's being talked about now. This punishment was for what? The fight? I mean, yeah, I mean, to be fair, considering it seems this mod is really embracing... Oh, God. Bumped into my mic. It really seems like this mod is really embracing the Japanese side of stuff, and considering that they are, it is pretty realistic that he gets a pretty severe punishment for the fight, because like I said, in Japan, fighting is a giant no-no. Like that shit, you get, like, basically that K is expelled. Like I'm pretty, at least I think he is. Did they say he was? Yeah, because they said he won't be showing up anymore or something. So I'm pretty sure he's expelled. Because in Japan takes fighting very seriously. So if anything, it's lucky MC only got fucking, he can't show up to his graduation, but even then that's pretty fucking severe. But yeah, it's kind of, they take that shit extremely seriously. So it makes sense with the fact that he did get a punishment regardless. I think it was also probably to do with the fact that he was on top of him and about to punch him. If MC literally just stood there and got punched, you know, constantly and didn't do anything, then he probably would have been able to just be seen as the victim of being attacked. Probably could have, some things probably could have been jumped and stuff. What did Sayori do? No, so from what I'm guessing, I don't think Monica or Sayori got in trouble. I'm pretty sure they're not going to the graduation out of support since MC can't go. I'm pretty sure. Like, Sayori didn't get in trouble. Neither did Monica. They're just not going because MC can't graduate. So, you know, they're like, hey, if you can't go there, we won't go either, you know? I'm pretty sure that's what's going on. Because it wouldn't make sense for Monica to get in trouble when she wasn't even a part of it. Maybe it was that slap that she did. Maybe it was that uncalled for slap that she did. But, yeah. I am curious to see what happens in the next day, though. And it seems like we might finally get some answers about a few things. Either it is like, it depends on what answers we're getting, to be fair. Yuri's getting answers, but it's like, what answers? Are we gonna, like, how deep we going into this? Are we just gonna get the problem Sayori's going through? Or are we actually going to full on get, you know, the whole game answer that Monica knows? How much are they willing to share right now? We'll have to wait and see. Yeah. The teacher didn't stop her, to be fair. The teacher let her! which is still really weird. I don't like that. That was weird. But yeah, like to download this for yourself. The link will be in the description below. And yeah, this has been Zero. Peace.